be ñinin kala min na wala nga jele last time National Assembly das fen kota kayto taraje la mi yalon ko diaspora moli be ñen pour sutu la ñami ka carte fay hanima ni president carte fay aussi da hanima tara Gambia ja bari nga jele ko min National Assembly members jamale fen ko ñin tay ya reject especially ngamra hafu bemo MPP la so ite isamina fono do fodum wallo move molla député lo mo fo mo move kendol ti bang fodum ge dalila dole so to miyalon ko ni nyanto di diaspora ko la abe ku dole sila na banko
baraka bake la ñine karo bi dala bake député la men kete pour diaspora kana carte fayje in Europe député lo ko be dala baba bake ni dara crossé ndal lañu bankum be kan ni dara crossé mafo diaspora bebe ba ni dara crossé problème be ka bo finde jila e bu kala fi banko la ñaata ko la ka bo jawratilo ene ma sama National Assembly o be muni yono ko baro kele ado abem opposition lati ya famle ni de la banko kano yari ka tani narke ka bana Europe kayto min blokon yeti ko ndina ina voters card ni ni la banko la jere ko be la ni la banko jere ko be be tuwa do fa ni mo keno ila banko la ku kendo fa na bot e be Europe banko men kan ke la banko la ku kendo fa la banko be den bari ga na cross ni 100% no 75 o be ci accroché bul be kala man sa kunda la ku kendo fa ya fahamle ni ay diaspora bada do be laare fonkan il faut long because ni gara crossé ite ko be Gambia banko kan janne ayto mo Gambia citizen orati ya fahamle e ko ilafta pour ka carte fay pour man sa kunda kata pour ya kan say o man sa kunda ma fe kana man sa kunda krisay bra limite le fana solo pour isi man sa kunda krisay do mi ko kudola mi ko sama ke fona banko la to dialti bay bu bandal banko mi fana kan kanele banko tinya fo banko din fayde wala juti fona banko kan wala ngi banko bodane
bari
ni aye boraska fonko nyi ko man sa kunda kata keno kabul jaratilo enele mafo ya jametilo ka unule bara mo bu ka finti kene baba ka fo non ta karam fana carte fay ya fam alu foro UDP leader kabul watu mina abe li lumbo kono kabul ya fo ye fonko na ko ate kala usen folo no dunya be ma carte kala diaspora ni ba carte fay bina fay rek jannor barka fay kesol bina ko abe man sa kunda ko se million to billion la ada maka say billion to billion e man sa kunda ko slamina pour ka sambe ji usen folo balanta ko mo ani baro bebe ko kelin yara man den ko teri kuya na dun tal temat ñoo tenkere wona kanna
bari ni nata jije fana o diaspora mo kilin wala ka jurwa jama kama na nyimba ko
hanile
sai fo
diaspora ku ga yiri banan nan
ibugo yurwa
ndel folme dan ko makko makilin fo na no mel fo lay ndel fole ben na banko do ku ka ni dara cross business jama biya bi jama manta ni tan ni cross bi Mohamed Janyol be jaol ñol be Boubacar Diawara ñol be bi alhamdulillah e be Gambia dingel employé kanya bar jama bi be diaspora ni lef na men kay ka fa ko ka même mi le problème e ka fa ko say ya kata nyaaw nyaay ba opposition ko no ñi opposition na labanna ali nga kata nga nakki masala pour ci fin so no ya famle ni dana cross bi dol bi tubaw di man ministre tubaw di na roso de bon kanya ku do fram bi ndesi government fana ke bile mo fana na min be na banko kanja ni be employé kala yena bank min be banko kanja be fakan ya taye employé ita ma musol tubabu iko bi no so da jam sedi ko nyaadi le
sunyaro ko yo kede
nyatra inte flan kudo be ci government bile min be jam ibe fakay potiko wadi yalon mo le mita dum bi ni ngi place de nyinda ici ma ko no wala o mo se kay place so kadila yalla potiko ni bita ele ga el kiyama fana jube kana jube karkelen drone be fakaren na baro to fana kudo be ko fana ko je baro to kala la hawtala kafo kar bor nan karna nyi karna balante buga ji nyilla ile ba Gambia fini ndika ya famul kafo ile la bachelor ile la master degree lo no aji ben na Gambia president be mi be na be ka be grade 12 fo baro ma grade 12 fa mo bor ya nyama mo grade 12 ya nyama do ma bina abiji mangam sa kasi lo ma bulo baro na ko karan nalle muru wo sa karan nalle ala ma cross roke ite ma jami ko master degree ba bachelor degree ba ka kare Gambia president ha juru ni aba da fi samante kan na ko jeleto alin gon telephone do kan nal fon je kabri ya jame ya nyama banko kan jam jumano ta fe jam kala dala city baro la a fa sacrifice na flow sacrifice arabal atar ankal terli ana da business open jam o business tambe dingel employer ko
bari ngamna ya jame la case wo different
hani mar ay tambe dingel employer boko abala abe UDP mako kan UDP ba mako abe UDP mako kan fena yake fonko ko ya tombo yake flak birati pour afa sacrifice mo belan ana ran business o kiyam bay do be do tubabu ite ko ni la ni ba ite man fenkeno le banko kanja iko ma sakunda na place parce que kadila ni do na ko office kon Carlo mo afa na be bisil na ma ñol ite mo banko askeno min kana banko la ko abina tolla wala problème yele mo do fim ba yoro be selali iko data mo ko do mo be lo mo ko na bar ko do be nando man baro fana nya fa fana min bi jam minimum moti minimum mo handi no ko minimum mo long ya long il fata banko ko ya ko bidien sampala nga place ci ngadi la
bal Mr. Njie ni ya jibe ni diaspora nkol ila nyanto la because banko dingol le andum hadama de ibe banko men ka yenyanto store pour que carte fe so ni ya je diam ta yunkol sa nda aske no yila take la nyanto la tem semben ya parce que fa fa ko baro government it's a democratic government ya jamelo government was autocratic so this democratic government should give them opportunity pour ya
okay ko fini sa ni ma sakunda na boje ko akodo te bloco ni be pension mi kala akodo te bloco ya du kudo banko la kudo adu ofana amanke e bala friend ibe ni election tambe na sayina calculer sa ya go programme ko next election ko 2030 something ko islam no problem ko
elections are funded by international organization not the government
itself no government ka no hani government fana kele fonko ki yele yana ko mo
but most of the funding is akabona bantara banko la ka amanke gambia election of fund no
so gambia fana ka ni de ni yana mu ne ko moti gambia fana kala ko do ni jele ma fo international fonko be kele fendi ni bar ma sakunda fana ma dunia banko ni banko ma ko e kaji we ko satele bojedo munir sa telephone singi no albani tala ndado aleni la campagne bi la kan ala kan bar fen frete bul ken so la ko moye ma koy ya famle ni ko international fonko ma fo be ka gambia ma koy bar ma sakunda fana ka fendi landi sia kono e be min ndef na ngay na sunu je bar ali ma ko nyindam bina election o kika ali ma koy ni mo manke ol fene la fonko ta kala ji ibuka dum fongo ibuka mo ko sansan kilo dawura fa frendi sansan bulo nga si tapi kilo ka do be boka ko do han tabiro ne kare no tar ika jel folo ki ya do fa jena ma no ki
landim balo kandere
ya famle alin kala mun kare alin nga try ni akorosi da sor do be mo kendo le ma fe be mo kurunti de boni ta akorosi do be daminte ye baro konne ni ko mu do fa biye ko e mala ko de mala fa ko le nyalta la kare nga try ma sakunda fel adi ku chao ni dara kos ma fe be kaket bari do biye ma fe banko ko be mu reti do bi ni dara ko bamba mas abe ye place gal ini Angleterre bari bi moti ye min ken opposition mi mala fe baro mi bamba mas bamba mas amala fe MPP la because first time ma be da di limbo kon ngara udio ako du sal na jente kenyu fon kala fe wato wati masa kunda fe ndalla kuma kendo fo buko ninga la kuma kendo fo mbe mingi ni kan tasut la wala pati ko ako buko ninga la kuma kendo hanale ku kendo kala ku jawle ako buko simbi yela wato mina mbe na nekile basa man tan na nekile ndalla ku kendo fo ninga la ku kendo fo mbe mingi ni kan bulu ba la ko wona sa ala nga bulu atu kam fo wara ko sai al mingi to yenkan pati ko mo ledi opposition ya mo ledi man sakunda ku do biye hana ku kendo isa tinya bar ma fa ne kana kan man sakunda kan len doke yara ngo fole isa fa man sama yini o meta opinion bu dem min yini kam bulu saso ya fa man barata no be mo kuma jaw fole de ku safe banko kan o banko tay ba tono ndikan e banko alfal nena ntano be mo la poti ko nini ba nyo sono yala nimbar yam be ta ngam do nyo bala so sama insta ya o sini da tayya ba sa ni ku yara do nda be mi fa sa kan sama ni ku yara do askala nda fara ni o da si lo je ni fara o da si lo je ba sa ni tel be mi siara adu musal from siara Usan from Sierra. Ya fam. Abetara ala nga sano ya barang nga try ibo ko dami ko ifa na wulu ko da kana jetinya.
Wolon toñati abaraka. Mr. Jaya, thank you so much. Niya ke dawo da ka diyala. Bari say na nyinin karo murula our UDP supporter. So it is a mefuno.
Never 100%.
Okay, UDP 100%. Yes. So it is a minefono. It is a minelano na MPP la ko mo la ko ka.
Okay, I mean voting. I bank you menketen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I have opinion for it. Honestly, I respect Parke because momo la opinion la kamo democracy lam. You know, momo enyanto soto you make a choice.
Yeah.
And in your opinion make, you know, at your free will. Yo bari itola nying action o de la député la nying action o ngamira wo lafta on democratic la. Ni ata tonya Adam Barrow is a democratic president as they claim to be. Claim him to be comme yavora mo democratic bi nyami. Comme iba jela le ko ngamra ata awanya nakala problem moti pour la député le clause 14 in the fenko biloni men Dawda Jallow men samba non pour waye pass pour kana banku dingol melbe banda pour kanyanto di la pour ifana e carte of fay. Because ngamera within the sub-region, hani Guinea-Bissau, even Senegal and all other countries, ila ngamera nila electional fengundol fongaje janne ka benging Westfield and other places centers pour yela cartol fay base wol fanan somda ka fenget centers will be jele me alon ko ka file. But come that is what you call honestly a consolidated democracy. Yalo nin democracy is weak. Come in laning fenkoten come Kafoko is consolidated democracy. You cannot say that because number one, a consolidated democracy will be like a country it has successfully transferred power 4 times or at least 3 times. Gambia more sort of follow. So, but there are other action tendencies within under the Democrat umbrella, which is this diaspora voting for Nambetrala or Connolly. You know, Ndemaje Munatin na NPP Dipitel and other alliances. Inimenta fauta pour kanna banku dingol melbe bantala kela nyanto table yajale katinya because itol fangola claim ko itol comme quand même fo woto NPP o Barrow Democratic tale woye wo so sole ndela jeroto yo nyadilum niaje nani bandalankol na diasporankol to be honest, let's be fair, sinkiri jamal be nyim banko kan jang itol labulo lebe wol koto hani ngamre jaliba fango ay dengilo do laje ika fo semester malon semester ala o semester ay kuma jama very good so yaari wo so ndo labbanko la GDP na gross domestic product almost over 30% or something like that, 48 or 30 something percent, or over 30%, let me say that 30% of the GDP is from the diaspora. That is almost accounting for 700 or 77 billion or I don't know 700 million. You know, yalo ngo manki kodi chahanti. Andu ndolbe ngalo neko ito la lo ila long kangoni lo dula pour nyimbanko e wota kumaya tabake. What I expected from NPP la deputy wala munyintiko and ila acolytes inimeng tafauta wala they should have engaged. Come, I believe they engage the diaspora. Nde believe tawala because I made my research about this bill. But I am informed neko they had a retreat over it with the standing committee for responsible for voting or something like that in a parliament standing committee men responsible la human rights la or stuff like that. In diaspora and calling in judiciary, I think they have a meeting. But the diaspora call merely represent the whole you go come Misanjaya for Yamen Mansakunda funds the complaint during the Fenkoning in a meeting. But what diaspora said, according to who informed me, Woko neko diaspora call they can fund it. It will have fund no near to fund them. They will fund it. Iba fund no lale pour to have ila Fenko come it will fanana nyanto pour a carte of Yalo wo Fenko wodu no poda nyam Mansakunda na for wanyam. Yajel. Yo bar signing kube o nyama dal honestly ndengamira NPP la député la ni la mol me nyim fenke they did a very big disservice to the Gambian in the diaspora ngamira nyanta kanyin decision or consider yajel because ite kana tako Nil melbe bantela banko kay kan kajafile or imantrante support kan or man find out why are they not in for your government. Because believe teleko 2016 almost over 3 million or 4 million ye men pom nun to support your candidate yo ide men mu president of be ni se o kodo be senno jam fo ke president of be into power that you are enjoying power of incumbency muna tinna ite te calibrate la ko tata nyaadile fo wol nata ka ton against you fo ite ka sila ka radi wala full ka vote ka bro ko nin nga ka radi la wala ka to fight because that is it basically hani ite for the little girl in Nyamina or in Basse or in Tumana or Kantora ni nyinin ka muna na yamira ko nyile nyi bilo bay amanke fendi na manke ko NPP ni mbaro yamira ko itol diaspora ka Jamal almost if 100% 99% obey they are not in for his fengo ala party or ala pen or ala policies because nyulbe mansa kundale ko in Europe je ani in the West me alon ko ya jele ila mansa ke ani la president wala ani la prime minister ka doko ke nyamin ya hada ma nyanto respect nyamin ya jele ika development pioneer nyamin ya jele ila balu be sonari nyamin andun to lañim balu ko le abebe membe kumbo kan jang abebe donkoring ba da ko diaspora ko la kumol leka so itol yo fen ko le long because BBB ninda nga problem osoro na broda be Europe or America or anywhere in the diaspora ko roto debulu mammo so de membe fengela mbe kule kele mbe whatsapp le tala rek nga voice message o nga text o nga call nga fay ko nyinam anu I know a lot of people are doing the same andu nyilbe loro investment no menke kan nyim banko kan is too much both in business and in loro and anything supporting people education they are very part of our is side of our community me alongo na society diaspora which is very important and I believe in fact by passing this bill near pass because I think it is still under consideration so I don't know what among us and follow but I believe neko in fact Supreme Court do you know neko it was challenged and Supreme Court signed they gave the following the ruling was diaspora have a right to vote so how can you call a judiciary alamansa kundala loi bunda are independently when the judiciary make a decision Supreme Court the highest court of the land a decision these people are eligible because they are citizens ite you go to parliament and overrule that in fact ndenga Dawda Jallow mutakula bakel nak Dawda Jallow in my own opinion ngap 2020 draft nin la table ngajele batam merule bilol be prepare all of a sudden another resign tata Dawda came Dawda man kon 2020 fenko nyin defend I was watching it ngajele I used to go to the gallery sometimes kala moy rajotole ama defend he never wanted it to pass so saying another saying ka constitution do orchestrate after wole pass how do you see that guy he's doing this service and in fact even this clause me along go section 38 go for you create a constituency in the diaspora for the diaspora momo mantra mambo banko leta or district or constituency in this country yalo those are lame excuses yajele so na justice ministry in Dawda need to ala tawmenta he will execute his duties without fear or favor affection or ill will anyanta o respect la comme nyinka fo nyami momo nyante mira la ila lakira la fana because momo be marandi pale so la jang you swear to God so na diaspora pour que disenfranchise wallahi is a very big disservice to the diaspora and into Gambia because they are such a very pivotal and important pillar of our society and I want Kafoko Parliament I'm calling them to reconsider that decision reconsider your clause 14 murunduje or else kunun ko ngaje CSOL be civil society be mita they have make a unilateral fingo decision ko they need to remove that or nita the fire ya pass aketa luati for baro ya assent law ndelenga for it will go back to the Supreme Court again and the Supreme Court will rule against it inshallah diaspora ko de believe teleko be vote lale and we will all be in the fight to see neko imu citizen oldi ilafta carte file momo ya fa MPP call the diaspora it all fun they disenfranchise them all other parties ila mol bijele so but can I just have this view ko ndela mol man siaje you have to they are very important nim mun na dingol le nim bankol be la dingol ke carte fay jam nim be la dingol man jan so do ka carte andung atol party mel be maralola alla dipile lodina and you lafta wolle bali wala allafta kawo nyinyandi wote nyinyanola so this is my take on it definitely diaspora in my opinion, with all due respect to my brother Mr. Njai, I tend to disagree with him on that, and I believe it will be nyandaka, to nyandake la deputy command kari consider because will be nga mol soto le melbe da hani mam soto me da bar Gambian and we are all Gambians and we need to have the right under a democratic dispensation to exercise our enfranchise, rights to vote and to be voted for.
Okay, thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Malik. So we will be wrapping up soon.
Okay.
Yeah, and you are watching Fine TV Gambia, your only viewpoint. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, subscribe and like our videos. Okay, so Mben co-host Alaola Ayala question all if she has any.
Okay. Kote fana mumura na comme ñin karo bina dame wala draft constitution not anu santa ni gameji with draft constitution floor that is the 2020 draft constitution and the 2024 draft constitution. So the 2020 draft constitution so right now they are trying to bring the 2024 draft constitution. So it is muna soto nyanta kamem for constitution on them draft constitution men ya bondi left ka in 2024 na fena so atola masakunda le mun take la so
ne left loi muruna ya jame loi menta 1996 loi yara Hussein Daba ya banne pour kele president e bankunga yara man ko nyabo kun kono ko resirol ya fahamuna ni left loi muruna o loi kilo muruna tak ya fahamuna Hussein Daba ñu fon bete lora because e le foni o so ete lora barka brana nas naje imatombo no vice president yala ye farma tamba nyanto mo no aya kana pour que anara député buna kabral député sa député buna ako ñi 8 fonko 8 limit ya mo mi ako say hani sanji kemeke isilu no manse ala jang yara nga to ñafo ñoy ku clean ni fa loi do mo kala loi ta yeta fom back sa ni yeta fom back ni loi do ka fo loi do mu na ka ite bada ite frita ala nga to ñam clean neti Joe Biden jibe American president how many years imagine aman tabino ala ke ba kan no ite kilim man say ka sanji jali ba ni ka you not succeed you won't succeed say na kabrim baro sida 2016 iko yakade fo député tan sa woni fa yo so député buna yakade ko député ko say yaade men band do amina pour kanalo president ya alo wanita ale ende fon defend yalla ale ko gibet on ko ala gibet yen ite fo e fam ba say ko loi muruna iko say ko tege loi do ko tege say ni ko o loi kilo yakade say baro fana na ko be nyaade
bari woni 2020 draft constitution constitution and mi ala ko Gambia mu me bela agrita
ma sa Gambia mi bi loi ni ko ami be loi ni ko mi be loi ni ko o fra be murula ci yare ka min fali opposition ka min fali ka clean loi
so Mr. Njari yara di
la min fana na ko do min botaje
ko do mi botaje ba sa ko do maraje mambalo bela ko do maraje sa ni ko ni ke ba ni fana wol wakilo we Hussein Daba ngel ban pa bi ñu ban wol wakilo fa batar loi abe loi ni ko na jël
okay Mr. Njari the 2024 draft constitution the 2024 draft constitution that is coming up ni ajibe it says the session no be me afoko baro na wulta I male appoint they will not be accountable and as a democratic government people me ko ye elect ni jida nyanta ka fole any expenditure yemen ke ngani dundi ni nga dundi and ye kukuro ga you should be punished for it, you should be accountable, that is called accountable. So you should be accountable for your actions and your deeds that you did when you were in office. So yala jibe but of draft constitution fana ko ni president botaji memo prime minister to welbe kala mansati so it was draft constitution is that fair because people have to make their choice even America ila fengo be nyame prime minister before I step in they have to go for some other things so send the media you wo for draft constitution wo personal you the for a Gambia fable family fable
ay Gambia fable
nyaade
ha binal yalla man saya ni boral Senegal man for exemple Senegal ni ifin president ni li president ya bula iki juri ile president hakuka fo janne be fara edi government ko modo saban dila 3 vehicle e kamin dila e bindano dila diploma passport ya dila e security dila ya jambe na jata master no first time watu mina kabin president baro ya boyndi cartira ako baro en sontale na dan tora ako mbita sila kadin lay bi to min boya jambe tata jam gambe do ngabala fasoro nyo karola baranata balang akade kale adu ya jambe baro jaro ko man na ka jo ya fam baro hanata boyda ala botam man sala jam frank banko la ay do ko mi ke banko e banko ala right lo banko la right lo nta jola de ya tuba wi akami fade e tuba bolli nin tara ko nafi ko mi beti nafi ko mi e ka africano la ko musendi yola itel fo la mul ibakata kiti yon ni tara Iraq Libya Joanna Jetinya Libya 3 to 4 years Libya muna Obama ko kudanta ya ni misa dunia bo lokon ulon Gaddafi la fati bar sani dara ka Iraq ya salam fa muna kana ya fa banna salluna kam bisimul kam fande bay ni dara ko buske bay muna kay ay muna kay Iraq fo ni dunia la nyanto tara ba wonen dunia la nyanto tara ba sani dara yen banku dole yen sans problème obiye America la mantre ibaka foko IC International for Criminal Court ikodo banne kan tele banko ka woto alinga fa tubabal kam mol tele kam misleadly kam mol kete yama ngam fore baro ngam fore ala right lo me kana bra man sare ngajo
bari wo manjoro fo wo bijele wo pastades but the thing is natrata wulta no prime minister wala be kelamansade without the consent of the citizens of this Gambia rather that is undemocratic chutomona molia it shouldn't be yara opposition ba jere mo le monter gel clip atal ko la opinion kan mala fal ndako no opinion la fidala
okay wala kay
bilia e ko mo monter mira clip bar na biro milati nga banko mira rek ngana ñoo ka jafe ngana kuma jaw fa ñoo karon e da ko dana fi ñinal ndako mala fi ñina itale bele miro fa ndebe na miro fa aba ala bu lokon
but not a democratic GB
ni dal be
ko dingol le
ani democratic kan ko banko kan
yalla banko kan sa banko kan woto banko dingol le ñanta ki la man sa tombo amanke mo la ñanta ka wuli ka banko dingol la man sa tombe because democratic country you have to vote
banko dule carte fa ñumal banko dule carte fa ñumal
baro
ya fay baro mo jël la fay mo 400,000 people lo ma fay
okay, Mr. Malik, then let's go to you. So concerning the constitution, the draft constitution, what is your say to those two draft constitutions, the 2020 draft constitution and the 2024 draft constitution?
Okay, abaraka bake ngana co-panelist kondo na broda ani Najibe lalbe ani atolbe my host. Okay, afenke da bake ko mila nyinin karo diata nyibake. Yo, I'm left a pull back la demanding to one of my brother allegedly fonunkom about this diaspora voting ko usen no konunko akanake venanim baro benyola. I challenge him to bring whether he has an evidence of it. Usen nene ma of usen dabo. And nene mang diaspora voting dispel. I can stand you for that. Okay, nsa fanansa for nsa challenge no I evidence finding the pabiya for damage. Secondly, akanying 8 limit mem for 1997 constitution kabring gal nata into power. I think he need to ananda la research fenkelale widen la anyanda ka fanundila ala comme research dal ala kisiro yes. So menketa wala munyindigo ngamra dol be ba kala mutale ko kabri nata I think Barrow after according to what people said he wanted to appoint him as a vice president but pabi uzenda moment ya luwa bunya back. I can tell you this for free. Trust me. Maybe he will disagree with me. Bari war is natural. Bari tonya momenti ailunya baba buka luwa nakari. Ako no. Atela age as this constitution is more than that. So it had a fat mother jallo tambajang ya o appoint. Bari yalo ne kabri o fenge from nyata realize ko after ala age was above 65. Yeah, then my party then wale tata below samba. In fact, wato 2017 even if engoni mangsi the fifth legislative man na follow. Carte fayo man si follow pour April 6 2017 man si follow. This was in January or February. My party le below samba pour kawo age limit fengoni ka push. To cater for that fat mata jallo tambaja. Yajel. So wale natake. In fact, it was yajamelo deputy melbenu sirim wale o amen. I can challenge him on that. As in Twenkenole, he go and find out and see. Yajele, because that subsequent election 2017 I contested. But already that law was already amended. Yajele. So I think it's important that when we inform the citizenry, inform with some information maybe they are legitimate. Yajele. So kana to the constitutional thing 2024 and in 2020. 2024 kabring 2020 follow. Let me fengeda kabring wo fengeda come alia for nyaming. It was consultative. Consultative in a sense neko ye molbe itata bankola koina to kato bara to anywhere. Puruka console ka molla views will seek. 116 million was spent in this country, both inside and outside. Namira in the history of Gambia, when yung constitution control neno mank. Ye opinion leaders all be nyininka. Alkalolem, safe wolem, community nyadon kolem, VDC chairman all, Christian council heads all, and Muslim, and all opinion friend political party, and every other party ye involved. It will be ko muela kairo yamira banko nyanda talatan 2020 draft. So anati parliament. So Dawda Jallo aning Baro aning no deputy coincide kodo use ke bribe some of them, that 23 people, just to go because of a co 2 term. No, hang on. No wait. Now sorry, yalo ni so say it all be tough out because of the co Kabrin constitutional from a gazette in the cabinet. Every time Alkaje Standard newspaper, you can go back to the Fenko Laliajibe, where the government managing have concern over this clause. Government managing sonyina. Government tengalon ne wotoleko ibe continue because ni go 2 term is retroactive. Say 4th term on coalition government agreed 3 years. Ite ko constitutional ko you are going for 5 years. Tonyalem. You might have 5 years serve. Itelem. Barolem as a president. You come again and serve another term. Itelem barolem. No, just wait. No wait. So say I think he served 2 terms of 5 years. No 10 years. So how is it retroactive? Number 1, iko woto fana mufengo. Ndele ngaje deputy ba fokan 2020 draft kabri ba debate ka. Iko is a carbon copy of the Kenyan constitution. I was so much shocked and disappointed of certain National Assembly members. To say Neko is a carbon copy, forgetting Neko, even plagiarism, it is plagiarized. And plagiarism, plagiarism in academia. Plagiarism and the constitution, imam fenkeje memman reference. Niye ku safe, niya ndele nga safe nu, nde malik. Now fenko safe nu a phrase or whatsoever, you use it for yourself, imam reference, imam for malik, or nga for njai. Then that is plagiarism. Ya sunyale or ya fenkele without acknowledging somebody's work. And some of them stood, in fact, Najele deputy, I know the person, Tafola, but this constitution, this book is not the 10 commandments of Allah. Look at that. Dawda Jallo refused to defend that document. Me alonko Gambian ol bela jero lepije. There is no constitution that is perfect. Ntafole ko 2020 draft perfect alde hani. Luati je même perfect, to be honest. And lual be ka nyo borole ka nyo fule. And in fact inata men mislead molle sakantol muslimol wala munyindiko iko gay marriage is in the 2020 draft, while it's not the truth. Woman get tonyati, that's not the truth. What is the truth was 1997 constitution section 94 may equal a man and a woman that have attained the age of marriage, 18 and above, have the right to come form a union and form a family or whatsoever. That is a man and a woman. That is the same thing ya copy as it is in the 97. Yeah, somewhere on the section 54 of the new draft. You can go and see it. That is the 2020 draft. The same. So how can you say that as a National Assembly member just to mislead the people? While you pocket ya fandi kodola, you don't from a motor di walla, just to reject that good document. Ya reject for pare in other see it will damn cabinet. They went and bring a 2024 draft. August they are populist in the Gazette. Cabriya Populist as a concern and as a responsible party, opposition party, a stakeholder, UDP, we select a National Assembly members all. And in the executive, I'm executive member of the UDP, National Executive. I was privileged to be selected to be part of the people melbe sila kanyin document fulol ke compare wallahi nka to nyale foy anin na loyal be ibe bije. We have 3 days retreat, Cabo Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We compare these documents, but you all will be shocked to know all sort of some of the changes these people make in this 2024, even worse than the 97. I wish my brother will go over it and see. Wallahi, some of the things. Yalong, I believe na atemu modi me along ko tonya melon because akafogo purumbenga mira samala fana. Wala munna yamal kiyam, which I respect. Ndefanang I am that kind of a person. Wala na in my doings. Comme dunia ko jama abuka aman jarenye ku dolla, to be honest. Ate jarela nyal. You will be shocked to know many of these things. In fact, ide men fojan kom baroka wo closo men atelebe nyanta ka mo nominate as we are listening on a parliamentary system of governance. We are not parliamentary system. We are operating on the unitary system of governance. Yajel. So ibajele ko wo fangu domani ko how about a full chapter accountability chapter. Chapter 5. Chapter 5 men ko need binala as a minister, as a president, as a parliamentarian. You go and declare your asset anila dingol nila musol be. You mean so you declare it before you become a minister or any of this position. But ni bitala fanang in the 2020 draft, ni bitala fanang, you have to also declare what you did. But you nada you to delete because ni nada on the chapter 5 ni nada you declare your asset but ni bitala kute. What is that? You the corruption incorrect. Honestly, let's be honest. So yalo warning ku jamal mel bije me yalo ko even land ownership, even consumer rights. You have come ide fengo eta bitiko roja ye feng sanje me yalo ko after all ya realize ko is expired or is contaminated. The right you have to go and sue that person, in fact they took it from you. Do you know that? We compare these two documents 2-3 days mbasiri nyilkun mba compare kan wala na as a party we came out and unequivocally saw our stance neko. We are going to against this 2024 draft.
Okay.
Ni after 2020 nyinge amen. Na fo ne ya nati parliamento député li okay. That's fine. But ni go even document na rema je apus ko de June. E ko lungo 27 of this month. Ye ya try la itara selta sando jita duma. Hey, ndol be lorim banku dungol la interest la. 2024 draft is made by Dauda Jallo and Barrow and ala cabinet. Wol man bolte Gambia rol be resto. Juma le console all the parties came out. It only make consult about the 2024. Let's be honest. They are fully Mama Kande GDC, UDP, and every other person. When Dauda Jallo a lot a call, ye more consult and they did not. Ako ye consult jana Abuja. Kabrita Abuja jan yata o 2020 fengo form parliament. And what we rejected was even a dot was changed. That was our we maintained our position. So and that is what Ndolling Gambia no lebeloring. Ni lua hani selta sango santo. 2024 at the Tambila Damanda Mamfetan in the 2 channel. So and that is the Gambians' interest. So I'm challenging my brother. Sometimes let us hold our people. Fengo. 1996. Yajel. Ha ni alonga Tambila wala bari. Yalong ni Tambila bari. Muna na saying ayala constitution aliana di 27 April ata beritla. No follow a trial amanta. In order to go 27 April. Ye molbe kuma hanin na party leader ya command status but I'm in for it. He stood by he's very principled. Abe Daoud and the Malik man jigil fula sotoje hakil fula wallahi because Gambia la interest bankola interest li nyado da abe lola wala even at the malem. This is one of the things that I like that man. This so nyine bije constitutional la karola Adam Barrow mallafi pour ka Gambia nala manza kuna mallafi ka loi di molla kabriyen na loi na karindol Gambia nol be men dada 2020 draft so lafta ka mol nyako sang andundol UDP de sonna wala be Gambia nol defend na ni Gambia la interest inshallah.
Okay, thank you so much Malik.
Yes.
Abaraka bake sign time bitaka. We will be wrapping up soon.
Okay,
so very soon I would allow my co-host to ask our last question. But before that, take no question no means sort of all the issue of irregular migration in the Gambia here.
Yes.
Ngajele funding ke jaman la bitakam bagwe. Jaman yebe tukanje. Hani amame I think it's this week.
Yes.
Yeah, iko kulundo boita I think it's Lampedusa.
Lampedusa.
Yeah. So Gambia dingol bijele, they are still missing. So ite Minnesota ka o isuka address. MP, UDP and after complaint.
Okay. Thank you for that question. It's very important. Yalong, I will go straight forward. Kafoko, this government, ye mem promise no. Kabri kana 2016, almost 43% of the youth population. Yalong, funding kelem banko kokuloti. And it was believed because statistics are and 43% of the youth 2016 ye karto fa Adam Barrow polai win. Based on a manifesto mendi kabri be yaika youth empowerment and employment and in youth opportunities. Yajal. But what happened is they have failed woefully. Yaje mo ni tada fo keta funding keti. Hani manke funding keti. If you once and threatening ila sort of anibe balunya threatened. Ika ise ku manaran ko keno me alon ko yata ima fenge ima te dal yajele. So membeje ndola not only Gambia but African leaders Jamal failed the youths of Africa because ngalo ne ko nyin nde believe tamenna nyim bagwe ka mem fa ngo mem accountable mem konte mem ji je comme mem je wole fangole siata ika men konte. Wallahi, there are a lot of bank na funding ke Jamal Gambian and within the Africa. They are in this Ibenyim Mediterranean Sea kono. Mansa kundali nyanta ferol landi lale. Inyantela youth employment na ilu fenko policies. Inyanta will develop lale in a way that ibe opportunities in created la youth wale me alonko. Even these business entrepreneurs ke support with budget support like say dino wala cooperatives functional me along ko momo left business loan isa fengeno nyame. They can create that and you go and take loan. After the loan ni fengeda, you can pay it back while you have your profit. Even agricultural, this is smart farming or mechanic farming or what all kind type of what they can use. There are many avenues me along ko mansakunda nyanta wo explore. But tonya bagwende ngamranu. Ako nyin talata le bar to wallahi is very very serious. Even for come last even Friday. That migrant friend go member Malta, Ibrahim Drame, something like that. And in Thursday, he reported very, very even biden kabring kanate ngala story dori. Would be feeling me along almost 9 Gambians are in there. But imang wala kolong. Melje Melbanda ngamera 6 Gambian be all kon level fatal. So definitely nim bagways kuonying mansakunda damale se lodula tanoje me along ko about discourage la number 1. I saw 75% of Gambian 75 Gambians molume alonko Senegalese with the help of the Senegalese na immigration ol ya fenkel, which is a good thing. Yajel even though me left atala wo rekele fenko de baro manzakunda la wo betatale because inyanda wole straightening na ye digital border patrol fenko devices all dealer manzakunda le se okeno ya dina nyim fenko la ni immigration department and na security person na border sol and nyim banning ika yalong. Do you know this migrant fenko Ibrahim Drame ko sign kulungol mantra bokan nang Senegal or Tunisia or jana Libya but ibe bokan nang Gambia janne anin Senegal bari ye hortol le soto me yalong ko ika nyim fenko le ika bonin jela. And it is the responsibility of the government pour will be cope to secure all these things, to make sure all these things are patrolled and in Fenge. Because even though it will be difficult, but they can cooperate. Some community or Fenge members will be all sport nolal. Yajel, hani be Fengo dole promise la ni momo oje ni a report be ni dealer. Because boy, nanyim youth sola ni old boy katunya menyim fangaso kono. Ani ko ya be wara dem back tonya. I wish there is an alternative, and honestly amanke ko kom kurkata fengo nyini manta bengo nyini Europe or anywhere muku jawolti hani bari ngani nje nyamen tonya ndede mo advice la pour yen seek this back way and momo ya tunio tutaje bedwala Maria na la family pour aller so arjanna kalanke wala ani alman tankala nyi sifalla and tonya it's very very sad these back ways, but we hope the government will do something about it.
Thank you
Inshallah.
so much, Malik. And now I will give the mic to Landing. Ita fana yela opinion about this bagwe issue. Ita manager.
Ngala ko mama bagwe la ko ngamo baba kera. Ndafa ko amuga dianyi. bare Gambian man ka samuta nyoti Gambian man ka samuta nyoti de sai amamme dul borana Libya yemini dipo na Masakunda yemini nan kenan nanja ni kudos ka kadi de ka ke yin ka ke sabai de business nya de kila ni yo kudos ka kadi la ite mo kilo kana ni sol dila ite mo kilo kana kila soto fonte ka wafi ike ko di kata bakwiya ha adu ngol pejele te banna ni ako ka fa banko bo koliari ite ke nyatti min Niger bi Gambia balo official Niger ndame men Niger ni firo mi kata ja Niger ka do Gambia bu ka do Mali fana disem Gambia bin ite Gambia la dialo na fo Gambia ba ye Gambia ni Senegal ba wonne kala ko to nyata nyanyum banko fo diatale billahi wala mbe Libya mbe de sa do ko Niger nsafa karakile mbe de sa do ko min kata ma je ngalone ko do biya ma je nga fa mbe sun karo ko ike Nigeriano mi ko ike kilinje musmo ani sai ni sulala ya nyini kay ka fa ni be mu na muso o to nyaati ika muso do jele musu ngay bokko ne ko do na ko nga be jele ko do be bu ka ke fo di dan ba ko ko ila musu ngay bokko ne ya dum muso ko ya ko gor ya dum ye sulala ka fa la sew jele ye ko ñu wof na ko na je ndanga ba ko nga kere mbele bi 3 years ke lo kere nyala jele nga expira mesol bani ya fo mole ko kata bakwi mono ono problem od adu bakwi ni ya fo nigele ka fo ko al kano fo banko bo koliari ide man do ko ke fulu fa ifar fa no do ko de fa ko na fa ko ibo ko son do ko kel ide da me ni tuba du ba so no di ika bale fa fa ha iba fa e bele mina ko yinke iko takela iba bele ko yinke iko banga wo ngata bakwi munana ba di no dela do ko do ka sara kon emaje sero miya ka de ay fa fa in lamenda amanye mi ya famfa ako ko dia masa famfa saw ba fa ala nyadi ida ba Gambia banko kanja ida wurula ka fa ko data lo ay do ko ay ta balum do kono ida fana makata yo dahandi yo do koke ya ala muda ni ala hargi ala ko te muda hani be sirnya ni wala de konti ta tubawu ni ala ko dia ko yebita tubawu ila sawo na yebita bar Gambia problème be bul kam la ko ni mon ta Europe ta soto no la adi kamar je ta Europe bi do bi Europe batari ikata wandi moto la bo supermarket lo bara ike fan natal ka kina ja ndewe Libya nga ken iko ni kina he karal be ngina kono wisal man tara kono je dambe sukuri no fan ya prosi ita furu ka fu tuwalu ta hani mo kada tar e ko be inde janal isi mo nyina nyala ab pus pusu nyina ab ko do suka har je frande ya bani a sungudo ta agini ak emotional dal bari moy ko tuwalu o ay ko tuwalu ala wulula fan ko mbadi la ka be tuwalu jiko ka ural ngine be Gambia ngine mul patandi wota Masakunda fotani kuwo kum fon la korda korolo mfon la korda korolo wala problem ika nyimbe kana ka be ika min nan nanja yare kay kamera dol ka 200,000 dilaw dol be mi katya 150 ka fa business start ni fresh ita ka ba bar yamo tar kare kol kana na bongel le ngame ka dunda Italy yele so de fonda ko ba ngata nga wa ita ite fuda bakwe e ka to kulun kono dol ko fa de sa rol foko ama me la ni last mon mali lebero mi kiya fa mo beje ntanga video beje kalbe bo sila ko kalbe fa hey jo la man yar mari Masakunda mo ke bar Masakunda fa na do mo be fa jwala men ni bisa Gambia no ko no ale ngat ko do bi ale kana man sabile mi fam bile ma bu ko ni la soto fa ni ta bakwe idu nday yiro idu ka fenna na banko ka fa ngay ko ite mo jwa tuba du min ta tuba ko dal si million tan bangas ngadi ngana was Gambia ton ko nalo kon bar bi mbe ta ngadi Masakunda lan nga sonale ayadi fondi kyol amo follow bondi follow nam ka business man on le wala ka employee kinya wol fana buka ko di mun ko madi e ka business sol kare mol fondi kel employee kon mais 10 million compte o 5 million e kam la ko wonde sena ko di government ni government man on te tano e ko da bunda fonje si dinka ba fon jaay ci lo fon dinka ba abe tinyaka e defon si wakili gedda pour defon su ko e ko da ko na kala tinya isa ila ka fo ninte manyida fon bakana namojo
landinga baraka
okay mr so meji ni kala mena wala en fengoti balu wala Kenya la banko kan at this point of time so ni ajibe balu wala Kenya Gambia banko kan abetaka ala fanna abetaka na nisla kendo la ban fo amantrata kan nisla kendo la because ni ajibe mol be complain na about the food inflation in the market and such like that so
yes, it's a good question. Aparaka Park. Thank you so much. No, nde ni nyini ka wala mbafale ko amantata ku to be honest because ndefa be banko kan ne jam andum fanankara Marcel do andum ninko Marcel kay sand firo ka ke dawo sandrilo da so ibajele ko abitaka nyamin to nya it is the inflation is too high. Sometimes I'm scared and kana futa to galloping inflation in the sense before the falling of the Berlin Wall in 1989 Germany, it's like galloping inflation is the increasing of prices of goods and commodities by hour or hourly nkasila wala nkana futa world because ikajele ko there is no control if you ask me. So control is very important. Ngalon neko ngamwele the president and the minister of tourism, now local government Amat they have no authority or right to control what people sell or a businessman or think, which is very dangerous for me because I told you are people of power and authority. So Molly, you are the commander in chief and the custodian of the law. So I don't think you want to see businessman ripping, ordinary citizen off. Ma for you interfere with the business, honey. But there are certain things businessman or fananka menke is not the right thing. Amanke tonyat. Ibe kol la faka nyaming is interfere as a control knowledge because you cannot ide me upoto sanna beating $5. Sama siniye na ya trayake $10. So, and I will say this also, I will come to Mr. Njai's first claim, wala munyintigo na jedal ngamiran na attitude ol fanan nyanta change la. Yes, na attitude fanan je nyanta change la because ite mu fear lat or ite mu afir lat. Ite famo yalo ne ko ni ala temo ye fenko sammenna. And you know how much you are going to sell it to other person. So ibajela le ko ite ning ala temo fanan mul fanan nyanta wodo kantala bake ni afiro la karola because ngalon ne ko usury is something aning fenko nyi mealon ko nyi hako fanam bijele me which is dangerous for here and hereafter. Bari nak tonya na balola kole akata nyaming inflation no dala sol nasita bake dala so boyda jita bakele ala barakanta ya is too much because of the inflation rate. Is at 5,000 near sort of jambi you get to the market in infant sale. And while 10 years ago, or let's say almost 15 years ago, near 5,000 to almost is a balloon almost the whole year. But now, what causes all those inflation? Because we are going into debts. Contracts are awarded to people, kickbacks are there, and the loans are coming back to us. So they are not well funded. So just to cut it short, because of now we are running out of time. I think the government need to size up and they need to buckle up around that area to make certain radical controls within our laissez-faire market. I know it's a laissez-faire market business, but however, government, there are some extreme businessmen or near if they are not checked. And nanying bureau de sanzol this monetary change in foreign currency. Wol fanan be fengol kono mele nyin kol be koland. Dala so be boiring back, and that is not in the good interest of all of us. So all nanying fenkol balo dawe kolearing, which I think government should interfere and make certain measures. It can't afford to interfere no or yesila businessman or because of nim political sida. Ibita wole be tizatol printe, wole be motol sana adila or motorcycle or something like that. Mola balo in melie elek or businessman or just few fenkol. They are not even more than 10 or maybe 5 or 15. So meltam wo business already. So sa wolmanyan natin nalako. The majority of the people are suffering at their own detriment or peril. That's my thank you.
Okay,
amali la kumomo bakele balu la karola aka balu molke men complain ha balu da kolya sa mo be gara kombosi la di ndabara balo kono malik balo kono dulbe sino kombo ja hani dara fa so fa ko ni ko la ila la bu tan ne ta tan lila ito lo na jafo ato mena 2016 problem o men kera 2016 dol me ñu ne dimbal bela to dol jiada ko bala kono ingulu dinkira da fonda kabire soto ki jar rek enyi na dagela yol mu daw ko on manke moti wol ma ala madiola ila jawa ke wala na ala madina soto ni aje halma du yo soto ke amanke da mana barko kan ala fond al korda kono family ala ko la harje talantala kafon aska kadi tala nde bolon kono bolto ngene tamatale mfa su ko ngabu loje ngando maska ngasa mayni Europe bar magina mfa su kono lat yaran kutam fay dame barati je ale ngane daji ko falen ko la fon ni dara marché kono mfon ka jiyo ko Colombia ko ni local kono do dani santo de Colombia be malik ni ka Colombia ka danjan ani muso fanso ya din ko sinte je won ponde e ka jambando do san do fam ka jambandi san be yambo yaro baka san ani fal bo e katala ka ka fion kon dan ko fion niya do bo holo le bo la dolar sayde na fenda kilon kano fam kano bi kano be nyaada ni jato ha sayde ka fion min fon doku ite ko ka ko afi banko dulam ite mo sympathie sot la karo e ma bala fa sot karo ni min ko bona bantala banko ada ka taxolo jo aka namo jo ite ko ala fion da jindi ite da ta da lafa mobe kada kombo silat dol ni na kombo jang hani wulu din kray fa sama sile la mul fon ye kuma de ko ra seno le takela dar kabina na kombo jang kak ye bundil lo jaka bat ye jana bolon konon ko mutaw santon ko mutaw mo fuuri wonde muna banko be yiri wano nyana so de fon be kena abi mo sino la nyaadi la mobe ko ye ban sama do ko la mobe kan fa ngakata office kon ku fra be banko barandika ngake tubab karana ngasi office kono lomba ngata Europe adata Gambia sambalat jaro min ko jaro ko mo ako Gambia ni lefra ngata ambe do ko la ni tan en jakal palcar min katara gente ko mbañol min ni tel wulu ulbe gadino do ko nta ba makara mar gadino to hani sa kara gadino ko sen ngam ba matara gadina do ko nte ko ngam fansi ngasi komboja ngata si moto nyumma ko ngata si office ko ita yo ko bitano nyaadi le ngo mbe jigiri mo tubawdo nte do wat bada han telephone fo mantra natem na en ko nka fa mata mo nyaso bugo masa mbako ka fo ko ngana dipeno belo akam ali nga to nyafo yoy do ne mo mako ka fo ko iba kenen tele o ko ni to kono fare kirinta ina dul mako mana tano ha ni mo sambe ka fo ko karna do mako bu ko nga samba na ko do woten duni wala bi gambe barandika ngana buntu belo tubawdu ni la buntu be tubawdu batalat ite me la buntu le banko fonka ite ko la buntu be tubawdu e batalat nte bi takam bo ya to minda $10,000 no bara jang I can hustle pay ndela nga bi hustle pay mbe drive na kon taxi drive ni bolo kon nga kata fa tan Libya ba nga je ko tuye ko kulun jonte kala mo tasut nola nam balin tasut nola ngo nga wakil nga doko o doko kon ndara nga mulo na so kon fa so kon line house place wala to place say ndo man nar ya nga min fana nimero di sem moda nga sa e euro
baraka baake ma
ala nga kare nga doko ke
baraka
doko be banko sabal kana buntu lo tubawdu ngana sanaf sana fon nga da tala o be mon na fala ngara man sakunda bilme ita me tay fon ita me fo ika min doko ita fo mo da tala ita ka fo ko wa min be jana ika fon min na mano da ko dia ita ka nyomi te ko wa mo le wili nan ni fe ika mo le nyobo do da o ito do da tala
Mr. MPP, we thank you so much. 25,000 TV. We are running out of time. We said 1 minute, but you exceed to 2 minutes. Okay, so we would be wrapping up soon. Okay. You are still watching Fine TV Gambia, your only viewpoint. So this is going to be our final question, and it's going to be short and precise. Yeah. So, okay, Mr. UDP. Yes. So no question la bomba calamity woleng kenyi ninka ngaje la coming I think it's this week ngaje nga moy minister of information Dr. Cisse ako Gambia ding wili saba wala nyanta bula America nyanto la deport la na Gambia ja so ite yo ko janya ade ite sai pina follow ko
yeah o de question o afenke da bake ngamen jeje wala munyindi ko afenko warata bake dal abala fa warta dal andung niaje deportation o be kala dalilo le bije ule ya sabu yo so ibaje la ko wo ko me ya sabu because kabri rumors nim follow findi the last week State Department America e penko fundindi memo ko Trump ya order le di pour around 41,000 people to be deported So among them Africa, most of them Africa.
Yes.
So ndola Gambia another finding Ismaila is a Peter Gomez ya nyininka coffee time follow. Ako they are not noticed yet. He may notice, which I think he have right of. So but all of a sudden subsequent day ngamra the following day another they are communicated. So but say membije yalong na immigration department I will meje mala demanding al sakatu. Because follow ngamenje ye memfo Ismaila Cisse memfo wole they are going to establish the Gambian, whether these people are Gambians or not, virtually. That is through camera. Yeah, but not to dispatch a contingent of immigration experts for first of all, munatin in fact that will come in the form. Na kaito meng important ko passport. Kadi mo la mealonko imang they don't have the criteria pour kawosoto. Because dolla banku di na 97 constitution be marali men ko way 3 fenkele is citizens by birth, citizen by descent, and citizen by naturalization. Nyine nyenda ka moke citizenity pour you qualify to have certain documents. Yes. So but it's follow nyenda wala nyine nkala follow. Okay, secondly, ni ye established virtually or not, America have already taken their decision. Mune ketan dol fongola embassy do kudo ketanung embassy do mealonko is very undiplomatic. Yajele o fanam among nyinyano, to be honest. Because can you imagine America, they found out that Namoldo, deputy high commissioner there, is involved in fraud. Kamol samba illegally to America, backwela. You know, yalwala na iko country me alonko there with deficiencies. So they are very, to ni language you may use, they are very careful. But which deficiency? Is it financial, economic, or diplomatic, or whatever? But in Dolby, I think we fall under the diplomatic deficiency. Yes. Imagine it president in government or samba America to represent the country. If the man involved into those dubious acts, and America mango bankuti and all other countries, because that is my area. I did diploma in diplomacy and international relations. Ole muna, highest qualifications thing. But I know how it works, accreditation and ika persona non grata menti and what is the ramifications and the articles in the Vienna Convention and stuff like that. So but remember for la fana manza kunda I wole munibe mo choose la membe mo Gambia represent la banko e bantala nkana ke comme political patronage or political reward because Mr. Njayen support le but he doesn't have because diplomacy is skills. Is a skills. It's not like fengo for a skill so you have to learn it. So Mr. Njayen support le amuntere mada mago ngasi madungata nga compensate na ke American ambassador. While there are things me alonko ima fenke mi mo jamal 2014 hapuntale in UK wado jamele bijang but our Mr. Bojang was found selling secrets. He was used about fenke kan duma ka samba je ka wafi for muta in fact he was put into jail because alon tuba they don't compromise with the law. So we had our diplomatic fengo Morocco fanandol keleta for a king. So these ambassadors are our president abroad. Itol wo bankol and external world link Gambia jibe through those people. So if we choose that privilege, yo di la purieta e manyana ko lol kela me alon ko abe bankola totinya. So wole nata sun nyimmo la ngamera for America ko bari nyinketa Gambia. These people have to be deported, which is very very sad. It's very unfortunate. Definitely ndemang dua momo e pour ye deport. Anu ngalong atolbe mutolbe malafi momo e deport. So wolemu so ibaje la ko wala na government ko iba establish virtual but whether virtual fenko se o establish nole for whether are they just is just minister for the minister so it's no but yalo ni mantaje in person Mr. Njai ndeka woto le foye